Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody.
We're having issues today. Not really.
No, but tables are mean.
Yeah.
They hurt. What is our thing for today? We didn't even.
It's our Friday for the show.
It is.
Right? It's Thursday, but it's like our Friday, right? So we've been talking about passive income all week. So, if you guys have been tuning in, that our thing this week has been taking your active income, turning into passive income, and just talking about some of the different opportunities. We talked a little bit, I think, about affiliate marketing, right? And affiliate marketing is cool. A lot of you I know are MLMers, right? But if you have things that your team needs to use anyways, why not choose a company who has an affiliate program? That's primary. Like, people used to ask, like, how are you guys bringing 10 checks in a month? Because the things that are paying us aren't things that we need to do three-way calls for. They're not things that we need to do Zooms for, right? They're tools that people need anyway. So it's like, but you might as well get paid for the referral. So this is a nice extra passive income, if you will. And then again, if you weren't on our Zoom, what night before last?
Right.
We have our push button money. Literally, you push the button, and if you miss that, send us an email or send us a text if you have our numbers, or send us a message here on Facebook or on Instagram, because we did a recording, but that is super time sensitive.
Yeah.
Like super time sensitive. So you want to make sure that's not something that we're going to be talking about. We'll be earning from it, but not talking about it in like 6 months. We might still be talking about it, but you won't be able to participate.
Right. Like you'll be like, well, they said something back in December, but
yes, you'll miss the boat. So you want to get with us right away. And then we also talked about our treasure boxes, and someone in the comments yesterday asked about the treasure box. So if that was you, we will message you today.
Right.
However, I think the person that asked about them is outside of the US. And right now we are just doing US in Puerto Rico, because Puerto Rico is a US territory, right? But we will be expanding for our little treasure boxes. So, but yeah, the treasure boxes, that's what we call them.
Right.
So you put them in the window, you plug them in, you know, maybe get an antenna for it, right? And when you participate with us, you put your application, you pay your application fee, you get a voucher for a free antenna, right? So then you can cash it in, get your antenna, you put it up, and then you make money with it. But the big money is from telling other people about it. Who doesn't want to plug a box into their house and make money?
I mean, I'm not sure.
There are people who say, no, I don't want to do that. And I'm telling you, there is.
Yeah. Like weird. A few. And I was like, but why? And then the reasoning behind it is never anything valid so much as it's just them not having a good understanding of what the product does.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, with a little bit of education,
right,
you can have passive income.
Exactly. It's funny because we have one at my daughter's house, and she has told me, I'm gonna pretend like this money that's coming in doesn't even exist, right? And so we were over on Sunday at my mom's for Christmas, because we did our Christmas with her Sunday. My daughter was there, and I said, have you looked at your app lately? No. I still open it up. She looks at it. I said, you haven't seen how much money is in there? She looks at it, she goes, already? I said, yes.
When you got a good location, I mean, and you forget that it's there. What coin was that? We did that with one of the coins in our crypto portfolios. I didn't look at that thing for like 4 or 5 months, and popped in, and I was like, oh, yeah. And then I intentionally started forgetting again. Like, you know what? I'm just going to check it every 4 or 5 months.
It's easier that way if you're not if you're not a short-term trading something. Just forget about it for a while. You know what I mean? So if you're holding for long term, it's better, because you drive yourself crazy.
Right.
Looking at the up, down, up, down, up, down. So
people forget the market has to breathe in and out, just like every other investment. If you get into real estate and you want to flip homes, you have to get rid of a lot of money to get money back, and then actually have turn a profit, right? if you're getting into stock investments, stocks go up and down. And when they're down, everybody's and just wait for it to go back up. Stuff has off seasons too, you know.
It's not healthy for things to just go up, 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 up. It's very unhealthy. Anything is like that. The deer population, it gets big, and then we have to call it down, and it gets big, and the animals are dying all over the place. They got to call it. It's everything is like that in nature. Why do we have seasons, right?
Yep.
You know, we have a seasons where everything's dead, and then we have a season where everything is alive. It's just the way the cycle of life works, and it's the same in financial industry.
Yep. Imagine walking around trying to just breathe out. You never inhale. You just going. When do you inhale? Right? Imagine walking around and just being woke. Never sleeping. Yeah, it's not possible. Stuff has to be balanced.
Yep. Yeah, so I think, you know, people get caught up on, oh my gosh. And you know what else, like with crypto that I'm seeing with people who are not really educating themselves in any real way. They think they are, but they're not, because, you know, somebody on YouTube told them this or that, or their buddy at work is a crypto investor and told them this or that or whatever. But people are like, will buy stuff when it's shooting through the moon, and then they'll sell it when it drops to really low again. It's like it's the opposite, people.
Like that is the flip it. Just flip it over. Now try it the other. Got it. Like, you go and you buy stuff from the store when it's on sale.
Right.
When the price is low. You don't buy it as soon as the sale is over. You know what? The sale stopped. I'm good. No.
When everyone else is freaking out, selling off their investments, that's when you buy.
Right. You get the better prices. You get the better feedback, the better increase later on, you know? And like we were saying the other day, all of the investments that we have are things that we truly believe in. Like, we've done the research, we've weighed the options, we've looked at the numbers, we've ran the numbers, we've ran the negative and positive scenarios and everything in between. And we're like, you know what? This makes sense. And you click the button and you have a small heart attack and it's okay.
I told Werner you had a small heart attack and he just was giggling.
He did. Okay. Oh, I think this was the biggest investment that I've ever done. Like,
and I bet that a year or a year and a half ago, you wouldn't have done it because of a different mindset.
Yep. Yeah. Personal development is a thing. Understanding more about how finance works, understanding more about appreciating assets and investments. Just the education that we've had has been a very, very wonderful blessing to my investment strategy, my investment portfolio. Me being open to looking at some of the opportunities that come across my messenger, you know, just having a different way of thinking is very helpful.
You know, I look at stuff all the time. You know, some of you guys who are in network marketing, you get mad when people are hitting you up with other stuff. But for me, I always look. Doesn't mean I'm going to spend all day looking at it, but I will always look because number one, I like to see what else is going on out there because this is our industry, right? Right. It's our industry is network marketing. And, you know, we do other things too, crypto and all that, but it doesn't offend me or make me mad when somebody sends me their opportunity. Number one, they're just trying to do what you're trying to do, build their business. Maybe it's not the favorite way to do it. Just hit cold call strangers on Messenger. And it's annoying sometimes. But I always still look as long as I don't think it's a scammer, because we do get a lot of those people too.
Right.
Especially like they see you in a group of some kind and then they like hit you up. And how's, you know, I had someone, I see you're an affiliate marketer. She says, have you started producing your own products? I said, yes, I've produced my own products since 2000. Not a peep back.
Yep.
Not a peep back. Right. For me, it's like, that's always just, if the songs are not a scammer, she probably wasn't. She was just going to sell me something. But you have an opportunity to network with people. And just because you're not interested in what they have today and they're not interested in what you have today doesn't mean that you can't now be a contact for each other in the future. We've met a lot of people that They don't join our business today, but they've been great resources as we go forward. So I look at everything, and most stuff is a no or a pass or not right now, but every so often, like Werner sends us our push button money. I was like, and I've developed a relationship with Werner that I would look at anything he called me about.
Yep. I trust him because I know he's done some of the, like he does research like we do. So he's looked into different things and weighed the options as well before even like presenting it to somebody else. And I know like with our team specifically, we won't invest in something and share it, or we won't share something with the team that we wouldn't invest in or haven't already invested in.
Right.
Like that's my thing. Like I'm already in. Do you guys want to get in?
Right. Exactly. And it's like, you know, at least like I feel like even this week with the team, we've done our job. We showed you what we're doing. And then now it's up to you. You're an adult. You can make your own decision.
Yep.
We're going to sit there and pressure you. However, you know, if we're pushing the button 3 years from now and we got $50,000 a month coming in off that, we can say like, I don't want that. I told you so, but you know, we told you so.
Right. Like I told you that I was doing it in December of 2021.
Right.
So
that's your phone buzz.
Yeah, it's on my keyboard.
Buzz. Yeah, so it's not like an I told you so, but it's like I'm fine with it because I told you about it already. Yep. Right. And that's really all for us. Like we just want to make sure people know what we're doing. We don't, like, all of us don't do everything that everybody is doing, you know?
Yeah. I tried it for like a year.
Doing everything?
Yes. Like the reason why I have like, it's more than 90 different cryptos in my portfolio right now. Cause I got in a lot of them. I got in all of them that were given out like on Kurt Sessions. Yeah. I'm diversifying a little bit now.
I am too. Well, just like, for example, we've got people who just absolutely love NFTs.
Yep.
Right? We have people who really love gaming tokens. We have people who really love DeFi, right? So everybody kind of gravitates towards stuff that they're interested in, right? Mm-hmm. So for me, I do like to participate a little bit in everything. So like, I'm not really into the NFTs, but I have NFTs.
Right. We're early adopters.
Right. So. I made sure I did buy some things, right? Yep. And I'm holding on to them. Yeah, so it's just, you know, I know somebody, they only invest in gaming tokens. That's it, right? But they're super knowledgeable on gaming tokens.
Right.
And what's not looking so hot and how to not get scammed. I was actually been watching this guy. He's really into gaming tokens, and he was just showing how easy it is to make a game in a gaming token and how much of it's scammy. So that was a pretty interesting video. Yeah, like you can make a game look like looks good on the front end, right? Yeah, he was showing, it was interesting.
Like the tokenomics class that they did was phenomenal.
Yes, for sure.
Like red flags now, and I'm like, oh no,
right? You know? Exactly. So you just do your homework, guys. You know, so yeah, we do keep in a genre, though. I would call it a genre of.
Yeah,
things that we do is like we talked about this yesterday. It's either financially related or it's marketing related, and those are kind of the two categories.
Yep, and we use the marketing stuff to market the financial stuff,
right?
And the financial stuff for the marketers
to pay for the marketing, right?
Right. So it all fits together.
The circle of life and all that, right?
Yep. That's my favorite thing though, is like this circle, because I honestly, I'm extremely happy that this is where I am now. I don't know like how happy in life I would be if I was still doing what I was doing before I decided to retire. Like, yeah, like and I'm not retired, but to walk away from a 9-to-5. Right. And do the whole entrepreneurial thing. I know I would not be this happy.
I know I wouldn't. I can't even imagine, like, for me, it's all like we were talking about, it's about living my life in my own way. And I've been able to do that since 2000. Yeah. And part of that, you don't need a lot of money to do that. I know it's like we talk about money a lot, but what I'm saying is you don't need to become a multimillionaire to get to the point where you are making your own decisions on how your day is going to go.
Exactly.
It's a much smaller amount of money than you think it is to get to that point, and then you can grow from there, right? But to be able to go to the bathroom when you want to. I mean, seriously, how many of you are at a job where you have to wait to go to the bathroom until your break, right? How many are you at a job where you have to ask if you can take a sick day, or you have to call in and use a sick day, right? You can't schedule your vacation time during this and this. If you're in retail, no one's allowed to take vacation from like November,
right.
December.
Yep.
Right. So it doesn't take a lot of income to have like what I call first full-time income, right? Maybe your goal is to make, $250,000 a year or whatever, but what's your first full-time income goal? What is going to do it for you?
Yep.
It could be as little as $50,000 or $60,000 a year to be able to just not have to punch a clock anymore. Might be even less. Maybe you're at a $20,000 a year job. Well, you've got it even actually easier than someone who makes $200,000 a year at their job, because you don't have to go as far in your business to replace your income.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's part of the conversation I was having with Kevin yesterday. For those of you who don't know, Kevin is my son. I was asking him, like, when you get up in the morning, do you eat breakfast because you're hungry or because you have to eat before you go to school? And he was like, well, sometimes I eat because I'm hungry, but sometimes I eat because the food at school isn't going to be good. So I don't want to be hungry. So he'll eat in advance. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, you put yourself in a position, like, I don't eat breakfast until around noon. Okay. Because I'm not hungry when I first wake up. But a lot of people get up, they get their coffee, they get their snacks, they start eating breakfast in the day because they work at 9 to 5 and they know that they're not going to have a lunch break until noon, until 4 hours into their shift. Right. Yep. And they know that they're going to be hungry before that 4 hours. Like, imagine taking the time to look at your life and your schedule to see how many things that you do early or in a specific order because you're obligated to somebody else's like time parameters later on in your day. Like, I just having that conversation with my son was amazing because I didn't think about it. I was reading something about like breakfast and stuff like that. And I wanted to ask him, like, really, like, do you eat because you're hungry or because like you feel like you have to? And because I don't have to do anything.
Right.
Like, there is no have to for me.
Yep.
Like, it's amazing.
The only have to's we have are the mom stuff.
Yeah.
Like picking up your kid from school and things, and that was our choice, right? To have our children. So other than that, like, I mean, I'm planning on doing all kinds of stuff when Junior's out of the house.
Listen, even like Kevin is in high school. I got 3 years because it's like I actually don't travel as much as I want to because I want to spend time with my son on some of those weekends when I will be traveling. But when he's gone and he wants to start exploring the world on his own, that is going to free up my time. Yes.
It just makes a very different schedule. Like Junior and Dad are going to be gone for a couple of weeks together towards the end of the month. And I'm like, what am I going to do with myself?
Like, that's, you go have fun and be extremely productive.
I'm going to be very productive and get as many naps as I want, whenever I want. But that literally for me and Christina, that really is the only thing that is dictated to our day is specific things that you have to do with your children, and you gladly do them because you love your kids, like picking them up from school and doing their homework and things like that. But that's it. It's fine with me. Like, that's who dictates my day, my beautiful children. Great.
Yep.
Are you getting a call?
No.
No.
Somebody just sent me something. Kurt just sent me something really funny.
She probably can't repeat it.
No, I can't. He wakes up in the best moods. He wakes up in the best moods, but he wakes up at 10 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then like I have new people on my team who are plugging in their new people.
Mm-hmm.
And they are looking at like some of the lives and things that we've done, some of the stuff that we have posted, and they're like, you guys don't just trade. I'm like, we're an investment team.
Exactly.
We learn how to invest, we find good investments, and we share them. Like, we want to make money. We don't want to make money a specific way. We don't believe in having all of our eggs in one little basket. So
right, we don't have like tunnel vision, on
we make
one
so
thing.
many people mad. We are the two rebels on the team. We absolutely upset people because we are not in this box and conforming. And I'm okay with it because I did the 9-to-5 thing. And as a previous or prior 9-to-5er, having all of your eggs in one basket is extremely dangerous. So if something happens with one of our streams of income now, I still have 7, 8 other streams of income that maybe I'll have to do some work to increase those faster than what my original plan was. But I'm not to zero, far from zero, right? So yeah, the team, they're extremely interested in a lot of the things that are going on.
Here's what, if you are a network marketer and you have your favorite company you're upping for right now, whatever it is, right? We love this industry. It has created so many millionaires and so much time freedom for so many. So we're not here to tell you what you should be in and what you shouldn't. But let's say you're in, XYZ nutritional company. Okay. Right. And you're like, I also want to do this and this. A lot of times your quote unquote upline is going to be like, no, you cannot build multiple income streams. No one can really do that and make a lot of money. Okay. So here's the thing. Well, here's a couple of things. Okay. Right. First of all, it is in your upline's best interest for their pocketbook to make sure that you stay focused on the thing that they're interested in, because that feeds their pocketbook. It doesn't mean they're a bad person. Okay. But it does. That's the thing, that if the other things aren't feeding their pocketbook from you, they're not that interested. So that's one thing. However, that doesn't mean that they're trying to be a selfish jerk, right, but that is just a fact. Okay. Second thing is, there are so many different opportunities out there. If you're with XYZ nutritional company and they decided to add a side product in there of crypto investing, all of a sudden your upline would be all about the crypto investing then too, right? And then they say, well, we're going to teach, we're nutritional, but we've added this side thing, it's another product line of ours, because we've seen companies have all these product lines, right? Mm-hmm. All of a sudden they say, oh, we have Forex trading as a product line now your upline would be all for Forex trading because it's in the company. If they said, we're going to add helium miners as part of XYZ nutritional, your upline be all for it. But because it's not in the one company that they're the upline for, it's like they don't want you doing it. But if all of a sudden that company decided they were going to have that product, they'd be, oh, you guys need to go out and get those miners out there. Let's go. Right. So I want you guys to keep in mind, you do what's right for you.
Yeah.
For and like you and your family.
They usually have multiple streams of income.
Mm-hmm.
But they're only, because you're in one of their streams, that's the one that they talk to you about.
That's right.
And we are a little bit different. We are the rebels. We have multiple streams. We talk to our team about multiple streams because it's fair. Like,
it's fair. And for me, like, that's just normal for me. That's how our team has made our money for 20 years. And all of our team members, thousands of them, built multiple income streams simultaneously. And the uplines, they were like, that not being that way, because they're like, oh, let's see if we can get Christy and whoever, Howie, in to our business too. Right.
Yep.
It's like, I don't need a check. First of all, I don't care about the title they give you in your company, whatever your title is. Like, every company's got titles. Forget about the title. Title has nothing to do with leadership anyway. But I don't care about the check being like, oh, I want to make $100,000 a month. Well, maybe I don't have the title, because I make 10,000 a month with that company.
Right.
But I also have 10,000 coming in here, 10,000 coming in here. And I might have, let's say I have $50,000 a month coming in from 10,000 from 5 places. My money is more secure than that one person making $100,000 from one thing.
Yep.
And I'm making half. So that's just a reality of it. And there are a lot of gurus out there. I'm not saying people in our companies that we rep for, but there's gurus out there who say, you know, you absolutely cannot do multiple things and be successful. It's a lie.
Right.
And it's not maybe that they're lying. They just never been able to do it themselves and they don't know how to do it. So they just say you can't do it. It's not possible. Well, it is possible. It's not possible to do 3-way calls and presentations for 10 different things. That's why you bring passive things in, like pushing the button and putting boxes in people's houses.
Right.
Because it's passive.
Right. It's not the work. It's not the same amount of work getting on a call every day, and it's not the same. It's a different source of income, a different way of having income come in.
Right. But yeah, your leaders, they probably have real estate. They probably have stock portfolios, crypto portfolios, all kinds of stuff that they invest in. As they make money, they take it and they diversify it in other ways.
Right.
And they may even have a program that they sell now that's not part of the MLM that you can come and buy on the side. Come to their seminars.
Exactly.
And that's another source of income for them.
Yep.
So
it's
good.
You want to keep it fair.
It's good. Just watch what people do, not what they say.
Right. Right. Like with the media, it's like, oh, look, but over here.
Right.
Right. So we keep things fair. We keep things honest. We're very open. Because we have a specific set of beliefs that just happen to line up with one another. And
we're taught multiple income streams.
Yeah.
Even inside of each of some of the companies, like the company where we get our crypto miners from, we have several things coming on the pike that you can earn from. Inside of IM Academy, you have several ways that we make money inside of the academy.
Right.
Right. So just keep that in mind.
Exactly.
I think that pretty much sums up the week too, like for talking about passive income. But I really encourage you guys, I know we're coming back to this. If you did not see the presentation, the video for our push button, it's time sensitive. Like we talked about at the beginning, you want to hit us up. That is not, there are only 20,000 of those. It's basically, you're just logging into a website and pushing a button, right? That's it. Yep. Right. So it's limited, and when they're gone, they're gone.
Yep. And then if you haven't already done the 15-day challenge right here, because you are a network marketer and you want to see some of the tools and things that we have and some of the ways that we are using some of those tools and going through the same trainings that we have, take the 15-day challenge. I challenge you.
Challenge you to take the 15-day challenge. It's $7.
Right. Like $7 with way more than $7 worth of value. Try it out. I mean, buy yourself a $7 Christmas gift instead of getting like snacks from the gas station today.
Right. No turtles today for Chrissy.
But the turtles, they need me.
That only makes sense to you if you've been on other shows of ours.
Oh my gosh. You guys.
All right. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.